Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to the Ruckus Build Series. If you're new to the channel, in this series I'm bringing you guys along on the process, making my 2016 Honda Ruckus into a pretty awesome build. Taking a completely stock Ruckus and really making it unique. One of the biggest and most important parts of this build though is the engine. Now stock, the Ruckus comes with a 49cc engine, but we're gonna be swapping in a 150cc GY6 engine and then doing further modifications on top of that. Today, we opened up the GY6. Now I gotta give a huge thanks to the ruckshop.com. They're the ones who sent out this motor for me, and without them, this build would not be getting to the level that it's at. They're providing a lot of parts for the build and really making it possible to bring this Ruckus to the next level. Today, we're gonna be unboxing it, opening it up, checking what we're working with, and then getting to painting the motor. Now I sent out a tweet on Twitter, go follow me, at Motonosity, polling you guys asking what I should paint the motor. Now it comes gray, but I want to paint it black because I don't want to do some other color that's going to distract from the rest of the Ruckus. You know, I got a great paint job on it and I don't want the engine really distracting from that. Also with the paint that I'm using, I wouldn't be able to get a great color match if I were to do like a red or a blue to kind of match the color that I have in the paint job. But I got two different options, well maybe three different options. I got satin black, which I don't want to do. I have gloss black and I have wrinkle black. The wrinkle black kind of has a texture to it. A lot of times you'll see it on bumpers and stuff for off-road vehicles. I have it on my Jeep. The advantage of that is it kind of hides the imperfections of the paint job that you're doing and also makes it so not every single thing on the build is shiny. Now I wasn't sure, I didn't know if I wanted gloss black, I didn't know if I wanted wrinkle black, so I polled you guys. You guys said that you wanted wrinkle black, so that's what I'm doing. So like I said, we're gonna open it up today, unbox it, open the engine. I think I have to drain the fluids and mask stuff off, and then we'll get to painting. If you've missed some of the rest of the series, or maybe you wanna go back and watch another video again, you can find a link to the playlist for the full build series down in the description or on the screen right now. That way you can find any of the videos that I've made before this or any of them that will come after. Now this is the engine from the ruckshop.com. Now they sell these motors completely put together, even with the oil already in them, but because we're gonna be painting it, I gotta drain that stuff out. But first I gotta open it. That was just used for padding. There's the GY6. As I mentioned before, it comes gray over here, and like silver on the case over here, but it's actually bigger than I thought. Here's the stock motor still attached to the rear wheel. If you want to see the disassembly video when we took everything apart, that was the first couple videos of the series. But I'm gonna get this thing unwrapped. Well, I guess I don't really have to unwrap it this second, but I'm gonna go to AutoZone to pick up some paint that we're gonna be using on this, but I'm gonna bring you guys with me. Friggin' H1, that's awesome. Those things are so friggin' wide. Oh, it does have a handicap sign. Holy crap, that thing is so freaking wide. All right, VHT, this is what I want. Hey, this is exactly what I want. Wrinkle plus, durable, high temperature. This is it. Like I was saying, they got a lot of different colors, but nothing that would match like the blue and red that I'm using exactly. Ford red, bright red, Ford light blue. If they had like the exact same color that I was using for like blue or red, maybe I would think about it, but I really don't want to distract from the paint job, so probably just gonna go with the wrinkle. All right, so I got VHT high temperature wrinkle plus up to 350 degrees. That should be good enough for the engine on the Ruckus. VHD Wrinkle Plus leaves a distinctive custom finish that you can both see and feel. So it says to do at least 3 coats. I was already planning on doing that. This says 5 minutes after each coat. Comes with oil. Let's get this thing unwrapped. I think this is the drain bolt right here. So I don't think that was the bolt that I was supposed to take out. I mean, I don't think it's bad that I took it out, but it was draining super slowly. That one was 10 millimeter, but I looked it up and it said that the oil drain plug should be 17 millimeter. So I looked around and found this big old giant one right here that you probably can't even see. It's over on this side. So the other one was right under here. This one's right here. So I'm gonna take that one off. Hopefully that's the right one. That's definitely the right drain bolt, but there's a little filter, oil filter in there that I need to get out. There we go.
Must have skill.
I don't know if that's all of the oil. Definitely doesn't look like all of the oil that should have come out of here, but that's all that I can get out of here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and continue and hope that that's all the oil that I need to take out. If not, I'm sure it'll come out somewhere. So what we're gonna do here is take off some of this stuff and tape off what we don't want painted. So all this black plastic can be taken off, and then we're also gonna take off the case cover on this side. I believe this is not even gonna be reused. We're gonna be using the 2 long pieces. One of them was painted, you guys saw that in the painting episode. The other one got powder coated gloss black, and so they just kind of makes it a little bit more interesting, looks really good. So we're gonna be taking this off. This area needs to get taped up. We'll tape off the inside of this area right here, and then underneath this will get taped off as well.
He must have skill.
Discounted on the merch that I saw. I got shirts, I got stickers, I got key tags, I got brake reservoir covers. All that stuff is on my website, Motonosity.com, and I'm running a little sale for Black Friday. 20% off. Code is on screen right there. I'm just hoping that there's not going to be any oil that comes pouring out of here. Although knowing my luck, that's exactly what's going to happen. This needs to come off. Now it's the moment of truth. Nice. This is a non-oil compartment. So on this side, I'm gonna mask off this whole area. I might be able to paint this and this afterwards, although I think I might not be using these. I can't exactly remember, but I'm still gonna tape them off for now. If I need to paint them later, I can. So that's the only thing on this side, except for I'm gonna tape off these here, as well as these here on both sides of this. And then on the other side, I'm gonna tape off this right here, all the wiring, and then this section right here. So everything to the left of this line right here. This goes on top of that. And then this will be taped off, so this will be painted and that will be painted.
Material women in large paper. That means you inferior, not major.
Everything that I've got taped off. I got this whole area taped off. I took this little line right here off of this and taped that. Taped this surface where I took this piece off, and where it connects right there, I taped that off as well. Taped off these wires. I kind of cut my own circles for these and taped off those on both sides, as well as over here. And on the opposite side, taped off this whole section, taped off this piece, this area, and then some random holes here and there. This piece is the only thing that I'm not sure of, but it looked like this section here I should probably tape off, so I went ahead and did that. Oil filler plug right there. I think I'm ready to go. So that is the 3 coats on this side. What I'll have to do is wait for 3 hours for this to dry, at least dry enough that I can handle it. And then I gotta flip it over and do the other side. I think it's coming out pretty well. My biggest concern is that there's some place that I should have taped off that I didn't. I don't think that it's gonna cause me too much trouble, even if I did do that, but yeah. It's the only thing that I'm worried about, but I think it looks pretty awesome. I'm glad I went with the wrinkle. You can't really tell now. It's kind of coming in a little bit, but as it dries, it becomes, you can kind of see it over here. As it dries, it gets more of that texture. I think it looks really good.
Later.
Hey, good morning. But it's the same video, so nothing's really different for you guys. I decided to leave it overnight rather than staying up later than I want to. So this morning I'm gonna flip it over and do the other 3 coats. Here is how it's looking now, and it's kind of excessive right now because everything's covered in the paint, but I really like how it turned out. It really kind of mellowed out. It's not as glossy anymore now that it's drier, but I'm really excited with how it looks. I'm gonna get it flipped over and figure out if there's anything that I'm gonna need to tape off on the bottom, and then we'll do the 3 coats on the underside. All right, so that was coat number 3 on the underside. It should be done now. It should be done. So I'm gonna let that sit for, maybe like an hour or 2, and then I'm gonna take off some of the tape. I'm not gonna handle it or anything. I'm not gonna flip it over, even though I'd like to. I'd like to let it sit 24 hours now after all of this, but I can still take the tape off, so we'll do that in just a bit. All right, there it is. There is the GY6 all painted with most of the tape taken off. I took it off all on this side. Here, I can't really take it off because the way it's pressed into the styrofoam, I'd have to touch it in order to take off the tape. I'll take that off for the next episode and show you guys what it looks like. But I'm really happy with it, how it turned out. There's only like one spot where I think I kind of sprayed a little bit too much. Right along this edge, but I don't think it's a problem that there's paint on this. Everywhere else, it turned out pretty darn good. I'm curious how it's gonna look, kind of where the bushings that I taped it off, and then the edges where I kind of taped off wires and stuff like that. But otherwise, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I unscrewed this a little bit so that it wouldn't kind of seal up there. And I'm excited to see how the wrinkle turns out. It's just been like an hour or 2 since I did the coats, so it's still kind of shiny. It's not really that like matte texture finish yet. But yeah, I'm excited. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment, let me know if you like that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. These normally come out every Sunday, but because last week we didn't do quite as much as I wanted to get done, I released this special episode on Friday, but we'll still have an episode on Sunday. I get all my stuff back from powder coating, so you guys will be able to get to see all that, and we'll start putting together the front end, hopefully. But yeah, hit that like button if you guys enjoyed the video, if you found it useful. Hit that subscribe button if you're not subscribed already, and I will see you guys in the next video.